Hello, everybody. Super good morning to everyone. Kevin Chan here, bringing you live another session talking about the year of 2025. Yes, we are talking about the forecast of the snake year, the wood snake year 2025, and we did our voting, and today winner is the horse, right? So good morning first. Pepper, how are you doing? Manuel. Tunas is here, Nick, Winnie. Good morning to everybody. Right, so thank you for doing all the voting. Let's take a look. Hello, Eve. Right, so they move. Yeah, right. So this is the voting that we have done. Fun, right? So monkey came very close to winning, but then the horse catch up. Right. So we did our what we call election, right? So now election, like usual, a lot of people didn't turn up, right? So the channel got roughly Telegram got roughly 1,500 people. So only 500 people went and vote, right? So turnout for this particular election is 30% turnout rate in this particular election. In all the candidate, the horse candidate won. Followed very closely by the monkey candidate and the dog candidate, right? So and then like pig is not a candidate, yeah, because pig wasn't in the running, right? So inside the election also, sometimes the candidate that you want is not in the running, then how? Anyway, right, so the what we call the Telegram poll only allow 10 only. So we got 11. I have to kick one fella out first. Right, so never mind, later we will have another round of voting to choose the other animal sign, the next animal sign we're going to talk about. Right, so we're going to play this voting for some time, right? So anyhow. All right, so let's come back to this, right? So now, for those of you who want to play with the voting, it's on Telegram, by the way, right? So you go and join the Telegram channel. That's where all the voting will basically come out, right? So now, again, those of you who want to just read article, go and join the newsletter. For those of you who want a community support, right? So go and join the what we call the community page, right? So there's a lot of channels for you to join and follow our activity around, right? So depend on what you want to do, right? So make your own choice. All right, okay, so next one is this is the 12 animal, right? So now we will go through all the 12 animal, right? So that's why you don't need to be what we call kiasu about the situation. Right, so we have done the snake. The snake has already been done, so anyone that has been done, I will stick a smiley face on it, right? So you can go and watch it in the playlist on the YouTube itself, right? So you can go and find the snake if you want to find out about the snake. So today we will go in and take a look at the horse, right? So yes, right, so go and take a look at the horse. And of course, some people asked, can the what we call the Qimen thingy be put in English? Cannot, the wording is too small. Right, you have to figure out the Chinese character, right? So now please don't tell me oh, I'm not a Chinese, I cannot figure out the Chinese character, right? So now I've seen a lot of women, they can identify the handbag logo from very, very far away. They are also not handbag. I've also seen a lot of men, they can recognize the car emblem from very, very far away. They are also not car, right? So you can also recognize football club, football logo from very, very far away. You are also not a football player. So please don't tell me cannot recognize, you just don't want to recognize. Big head, it's okay one today. Today, big head session should be fine, right? But anyway, also thank you, Peggy, for reminding me about big head, right? So now this particular chart actually been posted in the Telegram already. So you want to download this, go into Telegram and basically download it. It's pretty simple, right? So we got the JPEG version and also the PDF version. Both version is basically inside, right? So go and download it. You want to take a look at this, right? So we will slowly explore all the 12 animal signs. So this one, every year the animal sign, the star changes, right? So every single year it will get redistributed. The same star, the same set of star will get redistributed every single year, right? So horse is wonderful. Okay is among the okay fella. All right, come, let's go in and take a look at the horsey, right? So let's take a look at the horsey, right? So if you take a look at the horse, this year is pretty awesome actually, right? It's pretty awesome, right? So you got the sun, right? So you got the sun there for the horse. Sun is one of the big four in terms of nobleman problem solving. So the nobleman problem solving for every year, right? So every year is the same. You got the number one dragon virtue, then you got the fortune virtue, you got the sun, and also the moon. These are four very strong problem solving stars, right? So first of all, if you see that there's a problem solving star, right? Don't be too happy if you got horse inside your chart and then you got, oh, I got the sun there, this year I'll be able to problem solve, which means this year you got a lot of problem, or else the star won't be with you. Understand or not, right? So here's the thing, if the king bestow you with a sword, what do you think the king is expecting you to do? Right? Keep the sword, stay at home, have a holiday. No lah, the king expect you to go and fight. Right? So same thing. If the sun is basically attached to you, which means that this particular year you got more problem to handle actually. Right? So don't be too happy with the situation. The good part of it is that you will be able to handle problem. Right? So I would make good friends with people with horse. Right? So now again, where does the problem solving come in depend on where the horse land. So let's say that if the horse is land in the year, then that fellow will be able to solve a lot of what we call general public problem, right? Big general public problem. If let's say that it is in the month, then it's going to be career related issue. So if it's in the day, it's going to be relationship related issue. If it's going to be in the hours, it's going to be you're going to call mental internal type of issue. Okay. Right, so the sun is here for many reasons. Now, of course, it's for many reasons. If that is in the luck pillar, luck pillar got nothing to do with you. Okay, luck pillar is always an external party, right? So Peggy, go back and look at the 4 pillar explanation. Right? So I already done the 4 pillar explanation, as in what does the year mean, month mean, day mean, hour mean, what does the luck pillar mean. Okay, all of those has already been explained. You just apply it in accordance to the situation. So intelligence star is a star that is used for exam in the olden day, right? So the imperial exam, Zhongyun exam, right? So that particular very, very important exam if you want to get a job with the government in the olden day, right? So if you want to work with the emperor, work under the emperor system, you need to pass the exam. So Mancheong is the one that is used to do the exam and everything. Right. So Heaven Chef last time is to talking about people who can who has no worry about food. That is basically what Heaven Chef is, and it is very, very important in the olden day, because in the olden day food is very problematic. It is due to the reason that towns are all very separated and very segregated. So it's sometimes very, very different. It's very, very difficult for them to have food. So a Heaven Chef is somebody who has the ability to take seemingly very normal food, and then they are able to make a lot of different variety of food out from it. That's basically Heaven Chef. No? So people with Heaven Chef usually doesn't need to be worried about food. So today when we take a look at Heaven Chef, it probably just means that you got a lot of makan session, so a lot of people might invite you to eat, right? So you might be able to do a lot, right? So study hall. Now study hall is a study environment. So you'll be exposed to a very good study environment. Yeah, I know. So Alvin, if the what we call your horse is in your day master position, right? It could highly mean that your wife might be able to cook a bit more different, or you might find that your wife cooking is turned better, like that only. Right? So study hall is an environment whereby you visit. Now, so study hall is actually better if you are doing research. If you are doing research related matters, study hall is very good, because you need the information to reach you, right? So if you're in an environment whereby you want to get information, study hall is very good. Intelligence star is just that the information get to you, you can understand it better. It doesn't mean that what you call the information will get to you. Now, Peach Blossom, very standard, is another one of those standard thingy that is used, Peach Blossom. This one in the olden day, it represents the love kind of thingy, right? So whether can find girlfriend, cannot find girlfriend, we will basically measure Peach Blossom, right? So in the olden day, it's using that. Today, it just means general attraction. People just find you a little bit more awesome. attracted, right? So now Taiji nobleman is again another nobleman star. Nobleman star means that it is there to help you to understand problem and find possible solution. Right, so that is basically what the nobleman star do. Right, so can you see that this particular year, if you put everything together, this fella seems to be very intelligent this year, very smart, right? So very smart this particular. So very smart means that the capacity for this particular person to come up with solution is going to be much more higher. So if you want somebody to assist you to come up with solution, go find people that's having a horse inside. So again, right, you need to understand that you need to find the person where the horse is in the correct place. So if let's say that this year I want to become a bit more famous, right? So I need my reputation to be better. You go and find somebody where the horse is in the year. You don't go and find somebody where the horse is in the hour. It won't help you, right? So if let's say that I just want to improve my career. So let's say that your boss is basically born in the month of horse, then this particular person, colleague, will be able to help you in work related solution generation, right? So you don't go and find somebody with the horse inside the day. That one can only help you in your relationship matter. If relationship matter is what you need help with, then you look for somebody where the horse is inside the day pillar lah. That's all I need. It's very simple to apply one, right? So if a horse in month, right, got study horse, can further study. Every one of them can further study one, no problem. I read what is the purpose of further study. You ask me anything, my answer is always very commercial, right? So you further study, then that further study doesn't really do anything to you. Why you want to further study? Okay, right? So yes, you can basically go for further study. Now, sky emptiness. Now, sky emptiness is just a feeling of no purpose. That's the feeling, right? So that's basic feeling. It's like no purpose. Sky emptiness. It's like you look at the sky and then the sky is like empty, right? So it's that particular right? Very empty type of feeling, right? So nothing, right? So like this particular two, bad chi and also sky emptiness. Fui hei is actually a feeling of frustration, by the way, right? So it's a feeling of frustration. So it's now these two combined together with this is that why are the people around me so damn stupid? That would be the feeling that you get. People come to you and then they tell you what's their problem. You look at it, it's go like, it is so obvious the solution. Why can't you see it? Then and other people come in, it's the same problem, right? It's just because you are vibrating at a much more higher, you want to say, understanding level, universal intelligence level, that you see this, right? So now this one is the normal example I tell people. If right now let's say that you have a debt of, let's say, 10,000 bucks, you go and talk to somebody who has 100,000 in debt or 1 million in debt. What do you think the fellow will look at you and look at you? Your 10,000 baht is dead, man. Understand? When you are at a very different level of vibration, right? This is lower level vibration. When you look at it, it's like you betahan one, right? So that's basically horse, this particular year, right? So you can see that horse is a bit on the nice. So overall, right? This type of problem is easy to solve. Right? So now overall horse is pretty good. So you just go and check where the horse is, and if you don't have a horse, the strategy is always like that. If you don't have the star, go and look for someone else who has it. Pretty easy, right? Don't have the star, look for someone else who have it, right? So it's like look for someone. How do I know that the fella got horse? Born in horse year, horse month very easy. Well, horse month very easy to find, right? So you just need to go and find where are February, March, April, May, June. All right, so go and find June baby. June baby confirm is horse one, right? So what about horse day? Horse day don't care, right? So how many relationship problem can you generate for yourself? Come on lah, relationship problem should be the easiest to solve lah. Die one fella only you need to solve, correct or not? Okay, either you got or you don't have relationship. There are no third situation, whereby you are in a half plane of relationship. Okay, right? So there, right? So job is different, public is a bit different, right? So now graphically I give you, I don't know whether you guys know Gong Lam Sei Dai Choi Ji. This is Tong Pak Fu, right? Tong Pak Fu Din Chao Hyang Bunya story. right? So you guys got see Zhao Xingqi, you know, this is a very, very famous actually in China, right? So in China, legend states lah. Right, so the four fella actually exists. Whether they are smart or not, that one I cannot confirm. But the four fella exists. Right, so this particular four, you call them scholars. Right, so you call them smart fella, smart, handsome, rich. Right, smart, handsome, rich fella that is in China. Right, so they got Gongnam Sei Dai Choi Ji. Right, so one of them is Tong Pak Fu. You guys should know. Right, so the fella is Zhao Xingqi, make him very famous. Right, so Zhao Xingqi got an entire Tong Pak Fu Dim Chao Hyung storyline, right? So you know, another one for is called Zhou Jisan, Man Yingming, another one more forgot already, right? So but anyway, right? So they are the four scholars. So the horse is like one of the four scholars, very smart, you know, very handsome, right? So this is one of the rare fella, right? So you know, that's basically the horse, this particular area, right? So pretty awesome. Right, pretty awesome. So let's take a look. Right, so now the horse and the snake actually got no interaction. Right, smart, handsome, and rich. Send me one, please. Right, so the horse and the snake got no relationship. No relationship means that they don't clash, they don't combine. There's no harm. There's no punishment. There's no destruction happening, right? So now when it does not involve with the Grand Duke, does not involve with the Grand Duke, means that this particular person is called a caliph. In movie, right? In movie, you always have a central character, and there is always those characters that interact with the central character, like the bad guy, right? So every hero must have a nemesis. Right, so the hero is the Grand Duke, right? So then the nemesis is the Clash, right? So then you have people who assist the hero, you know, is that combine that direct assist the Sifu, maybe it's called combine. Then you know you got those people who help the hero, you know, to attain along the way, right? So that may be a three harmony combination. Right? So there's a lot of character inside. So the horse is part of the useless, what we call NPC. In game, they are called non-playable character, NPC, right? So you know they don't play a major role. So it's actually good being an NPC. It means that this year actually you are left alone, right? You're left alone. You're not being disturbed, so you can actually do a lot of things that you want to do, right? So there's going to be very little what we call roadblock for the things that you are doing. Right, so that's why, you know, when it's left alone, it's pretty good. So when it's left alone also means that you have to put in all the effort. There's not gonna be any auto momentum coming in to help you. Right, so you basically have to put in all the effort in doing the thing. So this is a year whereby, you know, if you're willing to put in the effort, good for you. But if you're not willing to put in the effort, you know, can't do much. Right, so it depends really a lot on what are you doing. So the energetic given to you, which a lot of people like to label it as luck given to you, it's just luck given to you, right? So it's like somebody, you know, give you a high power car. You just imagine you just win a luxury car, right? So now you win a luxury car. If you win a luxury car, can you afford to drive a luxury car is something else, right? No well star. Where got no well star one? Janice. You see, the horse is basically fire. If you are a water day master, confirm got well star already. Alright, so the entire thing basically wealth related, right? So snake plus horse both fire. That one is not a connection. Right? Can pivot with no relation with animal sign of the year. If don't understand your question, what does mean by pivot with no relation with animal sign in the year? Right, so for Ping Fire with horse in the hours mean good year to build and reach out new relationship. Ping Fire with horse, then you know that this is a rock wealth, right? So it actually translates to the competition is going to be more intense, right? Competition is going to be, so again, now when we talk about competition, it's about how you handle competition. If you see competition as somebody who is fighting, then a lot of time you will lose. But if you see competition as somebody or someone that you can improve upon, right? So this one I always say that, you know, it's like you high school when you join a sport team, there is always senior in the sport. So you look at the senior, you have the aspiration that one day I will play with the senior and I'll be able to win the senior. That is a very healthy rock wealth. Okay, if you have Rock Wealth in your chart and your mental capacity is always see somebody better and tell yourself that, you know, I will one day challenge you and I win. That is very healthy Rock Wealth. Okay, right? So, you know, it's not healthy one is that, oh, the fellow is better than me. That is not healthy one. Right, so that's basically not healthy one. Horse in there, Ping Fire Horse in there. That one is already sitting on Rock Wealth. Sitting on Rock Wealth constantly compare the spouse. Right, so for guys guys constantly compare the spouse. Lady also constantly compare the spouse one, but they compare different stuff. Right, so not combined, not clear, not straight, not horse, accelerated in the year. Still don't understand your question. Careful, Peach Blossom. No need to careful lah, Alvin. Right, so Peach Blossom, no. Right, so anyway, strategy wise, right, so your intelligence will outshine other. Right, so now intelligence outshine other also is the one thing. Some people might not like it one. You know lah, that's how the world work, man. Right, so the world always got, you know, that 30% of people who just hate you for whatever that you are doing. So I always tell people one, right, in the world, right, so if you take, let's say 100% everybody, let's say there's only 10 fella in the population, no matter what you do, it's going to be consistent. One fella will love you, right? That one I will usually call your mom. Whatever you do, that one fella, you know, you have that one die-hard fans, they will always support you. So another 3 more fella require you to ask. You ask them only, they will support you. You don't ask them, they don't support you. You don't even give explanation. You just ask a brother, support brother. Enough already, the fellow will support you. Then there are 3 fellow who you need to convince. Right? So then there are 3 fellow who no matter what you do, they will hate you. Right? It's consistent one inside, you know, whatever that you are doing. Okay? Right? So that's why you need to understand that, you know, I said that, you know, your intelligence level increase, right? Not necessarily good. So especially in the olden day, if there's somebody find out that you are smart, right? Especially the emperor, your life and your family life is actually going to be in a very precarious, dangerous manner. Right? So if you read enough of the, especially the Chinese historical, you know, the one that we like to read is basically the what we call the 三国演义, right? So 三国演义, right? So the one that, you know, the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, you will see that a lot of the emperor is very jealous of their very smart subordinate, right? The smart subordinate usually are the one who die first, right? So, you know, a lot like the one that we celebrate for the dumpling festival, that was the poor fellow who got you know, scam. Who got scam, come back and, you know, no, the emperor don't trust me anymore, I jump river. Okay, right, so that's basically it. So no, being smart is one thing, where do you display your smart is another, right? So Sima Yi live long, right? Yeah, Sima Yi live long because he's smart enough to become stupid. He's smart enough to become stupid, right? So, you know, one of the things that Sima Yin do is that, you know, like you see, Sima Yin know that his boss is quite afraid of Zhuge Liang. So if he wins Zhuge Liang, mean that he's smarter than Zhuge Liang, then the boss will basically make him a what we call a enemy. So what Sima Yin does is that he purposely pretend to lose to Zhuge Liang. So this is the story on the empty fort strategy, Hong Seng Kai. Right, so the Hong Seng Kai said that, you know, the Zhuge Liang, you know, what they do is that when Sima Yin's soldier come over to attack that time, right, so he was just playing his guzheng, Chinese guitar, Chinese piano, right, so, you know, on the stage, on there, you know, and then the gate was open. So Sima Yin very smart, you know, if I go in right now, if I win, right, I go back, I think I will get murdered, right? So what he did is that he tell everybody, oh, please, you know, we should not go in, you know, Zhuge Liang, you know, very powerful fellow, you know, he has laid trap inside the city. If we all go in, we will die, right? So come, let's just all right now go back, you know, and then the news spread, you know, the brilliance of Zhuge Liang. So you need to see whether it's Sima Yin brilliant or Zhuge Liang brilliant. Right, so now this go back, and then, you know, the emperor said, but the Zhuge Liang is still around, right? So the emperor don't dare to do anything, and then Sima Yin, nothing, you know, he's not the smartest fellow. Right, so that's the entire tactic of doing things. You know, sometimes if you are smart, you don't need to tell people you're smart. You just be careful. There's enough jealous fellow out there who does not like you to be smart. So that's why you want to help people. So you need to be very careful with who you help. Sometimes you help solve the company problem, the rest of the company hates you. Right, so that's basically right. So the things, right. So another strategy, right. So a great time to improve your qualification. Yeah, for those of you who want to study and improve qualification, like just now, Irene, go ahead. It's actually, this year is a very good year for you to improve your knowledge. Now, to me, is that you're talking about improving qualification. Now, no exam, I don't care, right? So it's a very good year for you to learn. You got certain thing that you want to learn. This is the year with the combination of the study hall and intelligence star, right? It's like, it's impossible if you want to learn something that you cannot. So of course, the host also need to know where it lands. If again, unfortunately, if it lands in your what we call the day pillar, then you will only be able to learn about your spouse. Right? So we go like, oh, finally, I'll be able to understand how women work. Probably yes, but I don't know whether the application is good or not. If you are specifically a relationship coach, probably useful, okay? But if you're just a general business person who's trying to make money, the day pillar might not be the best, right? Might not be the best, right? So this one is good if it's in the hour. It's in the hour is pretty good. If you are generally studying stuff, the month would be also okay. The what we call the year, if you are really doing big economic study, right? Study of the general public. So which means that you are actually publishing a paper that is, suit for general usage, right? Good. If you are studying to improve your qualification so that it is relevant to your job, right? So you get PhD, so that you can go up the career ladder, then it's pretty all right. Right? So I'm not saying that in the hour is no use, right? So I'm not saying the hour is no use. It's just that limited applications. Application very limited, okay? Right? So you have horse in the inmate, horse in the inmate also, right? So mine is Monday and wow, so many are you Monday. Monday and now you're gonna understand a lot of things, right? So now here's the thing, having too many and understanding a lot of things also probably might be a curse to you. Just tell you first, because probably there are certain things that what you call ignorance is the bliss. Sometimes it's really true, and ignorance is the bliss that you don't know is actually better than you know, right? So this particular year you know a lot, right? So right, so both Zhuge Liang and also Sima Yi opened Qimen chart and both knew what to do and acted accordingly. Correct. Rahman, I believe that's the case. So that's why Zhuge Liang said that, this one will work because why? Sima Yin won't hit me because Sima Yin know that if Sima Yin hit me, he go back, he will die. So both of them look at each other. I think probably, when they reach each other, right, they both of them look at each other, and then, both of them have this particular look at each other, and then both of them, nodded their head. Let's do this act, guys. Let's do this act, guys know how to do this one, right? So yeah, that's basically it. Self-punishment, your self-punishment only activate during self-punishment year, which is horse year. Next year, so Irene, you wait. This year you are just a calefare. This year is snake year. It's the snake show, right? So the snake show don't have horse inside. There's no horse character inside. So you are, one of the fella who is sweeping the floor, right? Sweeping the floor, or you're just one of the store guy, or you are one of those soldiers that and then get killed. Then when the camera span already, then you run to the front and then you get killed again. Those are called calefare. Okay, horse are calefare this particular year. You don't have any significant role in the year. Next year you're Grand Duke. So Irene, you wait for your turn next year. Right, rat and horse would have clash. Rat and horse always got clash run, but again, because you are the calefare, the clash also is calefare level clash. Right, so last advice for you, we'll be able to come up with ingenious solution that will shock the society, right? So yeah, solution wise, you will have a lot of solution. Now again, although your solution is ingenious, but there are some solution that is not allowed to go out. Like for example, if you ever discover a way to eradicate cancer, please don't tell anybody, right? Because cancer is a $230 billion business. The $230 billion business will not allow you to eradicate the entire what we call the entire industry, right? So there are so many things on cancer detection equipment. There are so many people who have spent loads of money in studying cancer so that they can have cancer qualification. Cancer treatment makes so much money, and you will come out and tell people that I've found a way to cure cancer. You will definitely be captured, stuffed inside a hole that's very deep in the under the ground, and no one will know your existence. Right. Like, for example, do you know the electric car was invented before petrol car? Right? Why the electric car, never come into rotation, better than petrol car? Because petrol industry make more money than electric industry. Ta-da! Okay, right? So just be careful of that, right? So sometimes, you see that. But overall, if you are applying everything to yourself, right? Exclude externality, so you're applying everything to yourself. Right, so being more intelligent is good, right? Being more intelligent, confirm is good one, right? So to improve your own qualification, then you can use your qualification to make more money, also good, right? So able to come up with solution, for yourself, you're able to come up with solution, good. But if you're applying everything to other people, you need to be careful. In the world, there are people who hate you. Right, and because this particular year you are the calefare means die already, also no one knows. Don't expect any justice, right? So need minimum wage for horse next year. Why suddenly the fellow need minimum wage? Calefare usually get a box of rice, that's it, right? So if you go for a movie, and you are the calefare, right, you usually get to eat lah, that's it. You get free food. Right, like me, right? So sometimes I go and do facilitation job in the training world mean calefare lah. You got the trainer, then you got facilitator, go there and distribute paper, make sure that the pen can write. Those are called facilitator. Calefare job lah. Calefare job, I get free food. Right, so that's basically what calefare is, right? So it's actually a very relaxing year lah for horse. It's a very relaxing year. Very rewarding. So I would say that if you got any horse inside your chart, a process of self-development would be a very fruitful year for you. So go through that particular process of self-development. So go and think of what you want to develop. Okay, right? So sit down right now and think of what are the aspects of your life that you wish to develop, because next year energy is of support of any sort of development. And you might want to think a little bit as in, how am I going to contribute my energy to the society? What problem do I want to solve? Make sure you go and solve some problem that is meaningful. Hello, can right? So that part of it, cannot, don't go and capo, go and try to solve problem that not meant for you to solve. Okay, please. There's some problem, right? So yeah, 路人甲, right? So there's a song called 甲乙丙丁, right? If I'm not wrong. Hong Kong song, Hong Kong Taiwan song. Right, so you can go and find the song 甲乙丙丁. Right, by the way, 甲乙丙丁 is the English equivalent to ABCD, right? 甲乙丙丁, right? So it's ABCD, right? So that's your horse, pretty simple. So overall, I would say that the horse definitely is one of the higher one. Now it's actually not very difficult to see which one is ranked high. So this year, if you take a look, right, the rat, the horse, the snake definitely is already the top 5 ranking already, right? So in terms of you guys love ranking, I don't do ranking, at least not right now. Maybe later when I'm older, I will probably play the ranking game as well. Right, so I'll probably play that one game as well, right? So, but right now, no. So right now is that I'm more concentrated on, understanding the animal sign and use the animal sign to the fullest potential. I think that is more important than trying to rank the animal sign, right? So that's it. You have your horse for this particular day, and we shall go back to the voting. Now you see that the pig will join the voting already, because why? We got 10 slots. Right. So for those of you who have been crying to, to get picked to be the next one, make sure you vote pick, no? Right. So if the other people vote something else, then pick would still have to wait for another round. All right, guys, that is for your horse, right? So now, as usual, please do like the video if you have not liked the video yet. If you have not subscribed, there's about 30% of you who has not subscribed yet, so subscribe it, please. And then also share this to your community, especially if you know somebody who has horse inside their chart. Share it to them. All right. So, and then you tell them that this year I got anything, I come after you, because why you seems to be able to solve problems. So I'll dump all my problems to you, dear horse friend of mine. Okay, do that. All right. So see you guys. Bye.